What's up guys, it's Dreamcraft. What's up guys, it's Dreamcraft and welcome to another Minecraft video. Today we are in a creative world and I'm going to give you my top 10 hacks / ideas for building in your Minecraft 1.14 world. Technically it's 10 categories, so you're technically getting like over 50 ideas, which is really awesome. I have spent the past like 3 to 4 days working on it sporadically, just a bit each day. And so yeah, I finally have the final product here. I worked on it a lot yesterday, and so now it's ready for the video. So let's get right into it. The first category we have is plants. So this is kind of like for your interior. So these are all kind of interior stuff. None of it's really exterior. If you wanted to put it on the outside, then you can, but it's directed at interior. So one thing that you could do is you can have like just a little bush in the corner of your house. Like just maybe it's in your hallway or on the sides of your hallway or just in like your living room or something. Just put some trapdoors around the edge, and I think this looks really good if you put like glowstone and then like stained glass above it. Obviously you could use where is it? You could use a different color stained glass, but I like the light green. Depends on what color or kind of leaves you're doing as well. You can change it up that way. You can also do grass if you want, obviously, but I think the glass looks really cool. I think it's also a good time to mention that one, I fixed the recording issues. If I go up here, I actually realize that I can see that I'm recording. So I didn't realize that before, but I can actually see that I'm recording now. So that stinks that I never knew that before. And also, it's probably a good time to mention, I did come up with all of these. So if you guys, hopefully you can use some of them. And they're all for kind of different situations. So this is just obvious. It's just the pot. Plant in a pot. So, you know, I was going to say I don't even know what I was going to say. So the leaves are kind of growing over here. We don't want that. The vines. Sorry, what am I saying? So this is just like, say maybe you're building like a factory or just like an office, workplace, or maybe it's your home and maybe it suits your home style, but like as you're just walking down the hall, you can just put like a little side place with some vegetation there just to make your whatever you're building a little bit more green. And you can see that I used grass for the first row, and then I used terracotta for the other two, and that's a good way to make your lawn look mowed as well as if you use this and grass alternating. But I just did stained clay for the others. And I put a little pool there just to give it some life as you're like walking down. You can use glowstone for the backlight. I'm not really sure how long this video is going to be, so it'll probably take a long time because this. So, okay, keep in mind I'm not very good at creating fake trees, but you can create just like using fences, just a nice little, it kind of floats, which is the problem, but like you just get a nice little fake tree using fences and leaves of your choice, and you can just plop that around wherever you want in your house. This one is a more fake looking, but it still kind of looks like a tree because you put two fences and then you put banners. It creates the effect, and also if you want a top to it, this is not the ideal solution, but you can actually put water here and a lily pad. I don't know, it looks kind of cool. Also kind of weird. I don't know. Oh, no, you definitely can't do the bottom. I never tested that before this video. Okay. Looks like the only thing it really wrecked was here. So, that's good. We just had some flowers here or whatever. But, yeah, so you can put that there and just a green top to it. I'm not sure if... Okay, so you know that thing where if you saw the mazes video, okay, I was gonna try to put an item frame and then like a fully green map on top. That would look good. But if you think, and these ideas are not set in stone, so like they're not fully established ideas. So like if you guys think of something, like try to find ways to make it work. Like try to find a way to put a green top on it. You know, maybe, I don't know, you could use the map trick somehow, or you could use just green wool or something. Just try to or maybe I just thought of something that is like the most obvious thing ever. I don't know how I didn't think of this before, but you can use carpets. Just put some carpet on top, and yeah, it doesn't look that good, but it looks better than a bare fence. So yeah, you can just do that. That is the plants category. So this one is a pretty good one. I really like this one. I think this is my favorite, the vegetation area. The second part is lighting. So this one we do some hidden lighting. This is all hidden lighting. This is just some cool ways you can light up and make your world brighter. So this one, I also think I should take this time to mention that you can also get inspiration just from like real life and just anywhere. Like I think it was like a week ago, we were at IKEA, and you can literally just find like all the cool ideas there, just inspiration for like Minecraft, and just write it down in like your phone or something. And that's partially how I came up with the inspiration for this build. Like, you're just walking around and there's just a lamp on like a desk, and it just looks good, like just a little piece of lighting. You can just set down a redstone lamp. You can have the lever right here underneath the block, and you can just put that there, and it just looks clean and simple. And in case you have a room like right on the other side of this wall, you don't have to put the lever on this side. You can just put it on the bottom, and it looks amazing. So yeah, you don't have to have the lever directly on it or anything. So that's a good idea. And then you can just have like your little computer or whatever, but the main focus is just the lamp. I was just trying to put it in a desk setting. This is, I think, the only one that's like not my idea, but it's still a lighting thing, is you can have item frame, anvil, and then you place the torch down, and it looks like it's being held. There's also, I've also seen people use things like, stone slabs to hold. Okay, so the next one, this is how you can make a lamp in your world, and it's pretty nice. You can just like put it anywhere basically. I mean, I know the banners are kind of annoying, but you can just put like a end rod and then a redstone lamp and some banners, and then this, and you can, if you had like glowstone or whatever, you could put carpet, like cyan carpet. That was light blue. Where's cyan? Another thing that I've seen like servers do when they're building like the hive and stuff, is say you were like looking for a ground level lamp. You can put your lamp or whatever, you can power it. So I'm just gonna, sorry about the background noise as well, it's just the printer going. But you can just put this here, and then you can put the banners like this, so they'll look like they're going in the floor. So if you wanted like a ground level lamp, that would look cool too. But this is just a lamp post, and so this is, you can put it on your streets, or I mean just anywhere really. And so this is, you can hang it from any type of fence, wall, whatever. You could use iron bars as chains. Okay, now these are just some options for some hidden lighting you can use. So the three first options I have is if you just go in a very open plane, like super flat, if possible, like if you're in creative or doing like a survival super flat challenge, take an all green map, plunk it down on top of some lighting. Like you can use magma blocks. Trapdoors are always good, and carpets, obviously. I mean, that's kind of a no-brainer. But then, and the map, by the way, is just a map in an item frame. It looks really good. And so you can also use walls to hide lighting. You can use paintings. Oh, okay, we're just gonna leave it like that. And another thing I found that's really cool, I think, is you can use campfires, so it looks really cool, as well as you can stop the smoke. Like if we break some, it's gonna come more and more through, so you just need to, oh, that's a painting. You just need to put some blocks there so the smoke disappears before it has a chance to go out. That's really the only downside if that bothers you, but that's basically the campfire. And so yeah, and you can see the smoke's piling up right there. So maybe what you could do is, instead of just blocking it off right there, if you don't like being able to see the smoke, you could start blocking it off up here. so it still blocks it off, but the smoke doesn't get all caught up. You can still see it puffing up, so it's not really a big deal. But that is hidden lighting. This is my favorite. I really like it. You just use a slab. Obviously, you can just use the whole campfire if you like, but I personally think it's even cooler if, like, you have just half of a block that you can see. Or you could do the top half, which looks pretty cool as well. I never thought of that until just now. But yeah, that was the lighting category. I hope that helped get you some ideas for what you could do in your world with lighting. This is the seating. I forgot I put these pressure plates here for a reason. Seating category. So this, you can obviously have full blocks here, but it just looks like more of a little cushion if you have half slabs. So this is just a couch. You don't have to have these trapdoors here, but as you will learn throughout the video, I am a trapdoor fanatic. So trapdoors here, slabs along the top, I think. Yeah, slabs along the top, stairs, and then just a straight back. You could create a different back, like maybe something like this or whatever, but yeah, this is just the simple little couch you can make with, it looks like a cushion. This is a very simple chair as well that you can make. It's just a stair, a couple item frames, and then some slabs just turned up around. You can also use other stuff, whatever you like and you think looks good is what you should use. You can also do different slabs that might look good, like, or trapdoors, I guess would be good. So like if you did that, or if I took like a dark oak slab, put it there, yeah. So you can do that. This is, oh, it must have rained and got some water in there. Looks like a toilet now, but it's supposed to be a chair. Basically, let's just break that cauldron, and when it rains, it fills up. So this is just another one you can use using all trapdoors. You can also use signs for handles, but I didn't really do that in any of these designs. So we have that. You can kind of sit in it. This is a big looking throne chair. So you put stairs here, upside down stairs on either side with carpets optionally on top. You have trapdoors flipped to down the sides there, some blocks underneath, block here, stair, slab, slab, slab. I put some different blocks over here, a log in the middle with some trapdoors, and then just a decorative, like an emerald block back there. I'm also using a default texture pack, so none of these are like exclusive. Now I know I said I wasn't using signs because this isn't actually my design. If you looked on servers, they have chairs like this. But I think this isn't, I don't really like this style. I don't think we should do that style anymore. I think this is the new revolutionized design that I came up with. You can actually sit in it. And as you can see, it looks very good. I mean, you can see the minecart, but it's fine. So this is the chair that you can make. And I will show you how, because it looks complicated, but it's really not. So I have all the materials needed for it here. So first, what you're going to do is you need a rail. You're going to put it down, put the minecart on it, and then break that rail. So there's that. And then you take your stair of choice and you put it right, oh, that's upside down. Put it right above there. Then you're going to take a piston. Sticky piston doesn't really matter. Piston's cheaper, so I'd recommend that. Sorry, I'm just using these as scaffolding. Put it there. Take a lever. Push the stair into the... Actually, it doesn't matter. Use a piston to push the stair in. Not a sticky piston, otherwise it probably won't work. Flip the trapdoors, or it's just easier though. Flip the trapdoors up on either side. That'll help secure the minecart and make it look good, as well as put a door on the back. I'd recommend putting a door with a flat back without a railed or graded back like this. But it still works, and you can sit in it. So this is, I think, a really cool chair design that you can create. If you don't like the look of the minecart, I think you can also use a boat. We should try that. Transportation, right? Yeah. So let's, and you don't even need a rail for the boat, I guess. So let's just see if you can do this. Just take that. So we have a boat, right? And then, oh, this might be a little bit big. let's try this like right here. I'm not sure if this is gonna work. Yeah, I don't think a boat is gonna work nearly as well, so if you want to do this, I'd recommend, definitely 10 out of 10 recommend the minecart, definitely, because it's much more sleek and yeah, but I know boat is wood, so I can see why you'd want to go with boat, but I just don't think, yeah, that looks kind of weird. And by kind of, I mean you can't even place stuff like around it, so, but hey, I mean you can move it too, so that's weird, but yeah, the minecart I think is much better, and you can't even move the minecart, so that's what I'd do. Just personal preference though. Now, we're going on to, did I do everything? Yeah, okay, beds. So, this is generic, they're just using normal beds. All of these are functional, or you can make them functional. So this is the bed and the floor, you just put some steps down to it, nothing. And some of these, like as you can see, the orange dots are each idea, and there's 5 per category, but sometimes I'll have like 2 in 1. This, you're gonna need to stair up to it, but you can just do a bed in the ceiling, and then, hang on, if you lay in it, you can just have a way to get back down. So like if I was in survival, I'd probably just do this and then down. Or I don't even think you'd take fall damage from that, so you could just do this. And then, I mean, I think it's a 3-block fall or something. Oh, that's annoying. Oh, I can't fix that. And then this one is probably my least favorite, but it's nice. My favorite over there was the minecart thing. But this, you can make it functional by having a bed underneath these trapdoors to sleep in. But otherwise, you know, you just have trapdoors and then a snow layer for that one. And obviously there's really no way to get out if it was all the same level. Like if right here was the same level as this, that wouldn't really work, so you kind of need a way out, but I'm sure you guys can figure that out. This, you don't have to make it functional, you can use snow layers and carpets and whatever, but you can using just a trapdoor. And yeah, and then if you don't need it to be functional, but you want to make it all bouncy, then you can put beds underneath the carpet so you can bounce around like that. You could still make it functional as well, but if you don't like that, then you can also do this to hide that. But yeah, that was the sort of decoration bed, sort of, not really. I'd probably also you can't put snow layers on fences though. This is a bed, you can just walk into it because I put fences here, but obviously normally you'd have to jump. This, you can use snow layers instead of a bed, but to make it functional, obviously you need a bed, but snow layers always looks good for pillows because you can make it on different levels. But yeah, so that's that bed, not much to see. This is my favorite of the beds category. It's a bunk bed. So you can sleep in each of these. Basically, it's 1.5 blocks, and then a half block gap just for decoration, and then 1.5 blocks. So you can sleep in each of these beds. And as you can see, they're just normal beds, right? And you can just, this one flattens you, which is really funny. But oh, that looks really funny. And then you can just come out, but this is no ordinary bunk bed, because at the top we have 2 lengthwise beds, so that if you were to come up here and sleep in one of these, then what you can see it kind of slide back there. When you wake up in this room that you can create behind there, and I just have trapdoors. Surprise. Whoa, what am I? I'm like sliding. That was weird. Okay, I'm flying. Oh my gosh. You can, why is it not flattening me? Please flatten me. Oh, there we go. Okay. So, and then you can just get out using whatever method you want, but that's just kind of a way to go into another room using a bed. Make sure that you have 1.5 blocks, otherwise, if you try to sleep, it will say this bed is obstructed, even if the pillow is available, so you need 1.5 blocks. So that's a cool bed part. This is the pets area. So the most common pets in Minecraft, I assume, are cats and dogs. So I did 2 things for cats, 2 things for dogs, and then 1 thing for parrots. So we're gonna start out with the parrots because it's the oddball out. This parrot's name is Spark, because he kind of looks like a little lightning parrot. So hello, Spark. You can use skulls to look like just like little toy balls, if just like, you know, those little like fluffy little tiny things that they play with. And if you turn them the other way so you can't see the face, see that looks like a little green speckled like fluffy thing. Fluff ball majigger. And then this is just like his little bed in the corner. You can use composter. For the birds, I fill it up all the way so it's got like white seed on top looking stuff. And then you can see all the ugly faces from this side. And then cauldron for water. And then just like some trapdoors for the top. And I even put some, like, just a little perch here, as you can see the iron bar thing. Hey, Spark. Oh, no. Okay. Just an iron bar for, like, a little perch. Or you could do a fence or whatever. And you could also make these, their food and water float, which is more common in parrot cages. Like, it's usually up on the perch or by the perch with them. Cat jungle gym. I've seen other people do this. This is just a design that I did. You can just see I could also put the stair like this, like that, or like that. Just make it however you want. This is Mist because, I don't know, she looks gray, and like gray is sort of like, you know, like the misty fog and whatever, and her eyes are like misty color. So yeah, this is Mist, and this is her jungle gym. Should I have all three of my pets follow me around for the rest of the video? I think so. Spark, come here, bud. There we go. Okay. And, well, actually, no. That's probably a bad idea. Yeah, let's not do that. One of them is gonna, like, I don't know. I don't think I have any lava around here, but it's just gonna get annoying with him landing on my shoulder the whole time. So we're just gonna sit him down, and yeah, we're not gonna take him around. This is sort of a pet litter box. You can use brown carpet for more effect, or the composter looks very convincing as well. But I use it for food, so it looked kind of weird using it as poop too. So, but the litter you can use sand or gravel, whatever suits you. But that's how you can make some cat litter. Next we have the dogs, which you can use, like, you can put like little treats on one side, melon seeds, and like a slime ball or a snowball, whatever you want. So this is Jonah, and he's in his bed. I like to put leaves with like glowstone underneath. It's a pretty big dog, so I have a pretty big doghouse for him. But yeah, and then this is another way you can make like beds. You can use it with snow layers, so then if you layer it up like, I think 6 high, you can't get out, but 5 high and lower you can, so it can make it look like it's kind of laid in a lot. You can put a little name tag by naming an item and putting it in an item frame. Like, this could be like Ivy's bed. So yeah, and that's a pretty big bed too. I should probably have made a bigger middle because dogs usually aren't that small. But yeah, that's the pets category. This is ideas for a ceiling. So as you know, some blocks have really cool bottoms. So these are the honorable mentions, the ones that didn't get their own section. But I think the stone cutter, first of all, doesn't make any noise, and second of all, it has, I don't think it does. No, it doesn't. Okay. It has a really cool bottom, and I think it just looks really smooth, and it would be a very nice ceiling. I probably should have put more room, like more than 2 blocks, but that's a really good ceiling. The bottom of barrels kind of looks like a weird planks, and that would look really good. As well as the bottom of looms, it looks very like retro, and so I think that would be a very good bottom. Shulker boxes look amazing on the bottom, so I really recommend this, and they're functional, so you can have like a storage ceiling. And then jukeboxes, which is very expensive, or I think, don't get me wrong, I think note blocks have the same as well. Yeah, snow blocks would be a lot less expensive. Yeah, you should probably do note blocks. Honorable mentions, daylight, I almost said daylight dispensers. Daylight detectors or sensors, kind of look like chocolate. Seen people do that before. Hoppers just look like, you know, kind of like a cave ceiling. If you had them like hanging down from the ceiling, it would just look like those stalactites or whatever. TNT looks kind of freaky. It wouldn't make a very good floor. Floor's next. But smithing table, that's pretty cool ceiling. Observer, this kind of looks like the bottom of like a piston or dispenser or furnace or whatever, but it has like little wood tips on the sides. So that might be, it just looks kind of weird when you try to line them up, because sometimes like the dots don't line up perfectly like that, and they'll get all weird. See, it doesn't always happen like that. It sometimes, like, one dot will be pointing the other way, and it just looks kind of messy. But if you like that random look, bottom of composters looks nice, as well as the bottom of beacons, but that is so expensive, but it looks cool. It's like a little obsidian square with glass around it. So yeah, those are like 8 honorable mentions, and then let's go to flooring. More honorable mentions are the daylight detector. Again, they're kind of like half slabs. You can put them on the top, I think, of blocks. No, you can't, so it'd be like a lowered floor, which would be kind of weird because you couldn't really place anything. And you can tell it's actually lower than a half a block, because I can't actually step out. So it's lower than a half slab even. Did I just say slab? Slab. And so nighttime mode or daytime mode, either way, whatever you like. These mushroom blocks, I'm not actually sure if you can get them in survival, but you might be able to. These are just shulker boxes that you can't open, so if you're just like really rich and you like that kind of pattern, you can. If you're like going for a messy library, enchanted library looking, it would look like if you have like all the time in the world to get this, like all the diamonds and stuff, it would just look like books are scattered and they're kind of like turning towards you and they're like all messy. So that'd look cool. This is another mushroom stem block that you know, that you can use as a floor. It looks nice. I'm not sure if you can get that in survival. This is a blast furnace. I had to check for a minute there because I forgot. But we have a blast furnace. Looks really good for a floor. Furnace, kind of generic, but it looks pretty cool. And as well as a smoker. These kind of look like mini tires almost, so if you could do something, if you could, like, I don't know, make them look like there's tires on the floor of a workshop maybe, or just a cool pattern tile on the floor. So those are, and then this is kind of half and half. I couldn't really choose. So you can use like stripped logs or whatever, and then there's also like bone blocks. So bone blocks are hard to, well, they're not that hard because you can make them, but I really like the pattern they make, and they make like this little internal circle as well, like right there, and then the bigger ones. So that's pretty cool. I like the ceiling and flooring. I think they're really nice choices for those. You can just kind of play around with blocks and look at what bottoms of them you like. The next category after ceiling and flooring is decoration. So this is just cool stuff you can use to decorate. So if you just like framed a painting with some leaf blocks and some glowstone, it can provide some light while also looking pretty cool. This is just something that I kind of did in the Realms world, so like just a bush in the corner and some half slab, or I've seen like green use trapdoors, but I really like half slabs to hold your stuff. Don't ask why I have my head here, it's kind of creepy, but I do. And I will put on screen right about now a picture of my base in the Realms, and you can kind of see some of this stuff as well as this table in there. I'll put it actually on screen right now because I had to show the table before. And so we have this table and some of that stuff around. So this is just a glass table. It looks really clean and modern if you put some carpets on top. I know the wool texture isn't that great, but slabs makes it look way too bulky. So carpet looks nice. I guess, I mean, this is kind of a weird idea, but it just came to me. And these are lower than a half slab. No, absolutely not. Okay. Carpets and glass. I think I've seen this somewhere too before. Like, I don't know who's I've seen it. But then like slabs for seats. And then this would be just like cool in a hallway if you had water and like coral and sea pickles below it. I tried to mix up the glass, but if you like one color glass, that's also whatever you like. So that's that. And then this is, so let's see. Oh, I put that there in case I accidentally hit the dragon egg. This is just like a cool pedestal you can use for like your dragon egg or whatever. If you really want to show it off, you can put just like glass, and glass floating looks really cool, I think. And what you can also do is, say you take like, say you have a beacon going up through the middle. First of all, it'll give you buffs. Second of all, you can actually change the color. That's why I have an extra one. That is, or don't care where that teleports. Oh, did I just break that? I've never done that before, okay. You can also have like a different color beacon going through the egg. So like this or whatever. I don't know how I'm breaking that. I think it's just like glitch or something. And so different colors going through the egg looks good. You can have light gray. I'm just gonna go through a couple options here with you. You can. It looks like it's tinted pink because of the bottom, but you can make it all gray. Just whatever color you think looks good is whatever you want to do. Like you can. I just wanted to try this one out. Sorry. I just want to see how light blue looks because I love blue. The color blue is literally amazing, in my opinion. So I think that would look awesome. Yeah, that looks really good. I don't know if it fits the theme though, so you probably do like black. Let's go back to black quick. Sorry, I'm just trying to give you options and like examples. But black looks really cool with the egg on it. So that's probably my favorite, even though I like blue so much. So those are just some decoration ideas you can use for your world. This is storage. So this is kind of goes with the beds category, so I'm going to start off with this, but it's like you can use shulker boxes as like a quilt pattern or carpet as well, and it's just storage as well. So you can use it as like a carpet. It kind of looks like a quilt for a bed, and I think a bed would be really nice with shulker boxes. It's really clean, and it's a really smart way to organize. This, you can use different types of trapdoors or whatever, but you can use barrels just behind the trapdoors. Maybe you have a wall made out of trapdoors. And the outside of your house would look really nice with those planks too. So you can use just any type. There's birch and oak and whatever, and iron. So this is a shelf. I'll put another screenshot on screen of like after I talk about it. So this is kind of what I did in my bedroom in the realm. So I put like a cool design, and then you can also put like stairs going like this. Maybe you just make it look really cool. So put screenshot for a couple seconds. Okay, and then I know it's kind of decoration, but it's also storage. You can have barrels that look like your wall planks, or you can have them going sideways. That looks good too. Or the ties can be going upwards as well if you had them like this. But that's a good thing about barrels is that they don't, if they have something next to them or on top of them, and they can still be opened. I mean, the outside of your house might look a little weird like this, but what am I gonna say? Just use the trapdoors. It works every time. I know they look like chocolate, but trapdoors work. This is really cool. I think I came up with this little redstone thing, so like you can't open the shulker boxes when there's something in front of them, but if you just have pistons pulling those down, it's really simple redstone. It's just you're taking and then you can also have it, obviously, like if you like the bottom texture, you can have them for your walls, and then you can't even see what it's pulling down. It's just like a little lock. And maybe there's no indication to where you should place the lever. It's like a little secret thing for you. The redstone is just very simple. It's just going into some repeaters that go into sticky pistons. So nothing much there. That's just a little really cool thing you can do with the pistons and shulker boxes. You can also take away those, but that's just the last storage thing. Don't mind that. I actually had to go to the end and fight the ender dragon to get that egg, so I had to build an ender portal. And then miscellaneous, I think, oh, I forgot to say which ones were my favorite from those categories. For this one, I don't know, I really like the jungle gym and the bed. This one, probably the stone cutter. Floor, I really like the blast furnace or the bone blocks, because, I don't know, the circles are cool. This one, I really like this, the ender dragon thing. I like the better of this one, probably this one. And then this one is the last category. We're just gonna start with this one. This is a wither rose, so they're pretty new to the game, 1.14, and they're kind of ugly. But if you're building like a laboratory, like scientific thing that I mentioned, this was miscellaneous. I think I did, but it's just miscellaneous stuff, like random. They're kind of creepy. But if you're building like a laboratory or stuff, you could act like it's in like a confinement chamber, like this like evil thing, so like it doesn't infect everything else. It would just be really cool if you made that with some like ice on the bottom, just like not normal grass. You can't place it on mycelium, or that would have probably looked even cooler. You can use some end rods and whatever. End rods look really good like this. I even have them in the corner of my storage room and the realms. I'll probably put another screenshot up of what that looks like. But yeah, this is a cool, just like armor case thing. Obviously, you should probably have that open. If you don't really care about a big piston arm being in your way, you can have like this kind of thing where it like opens it up. Oh wait, hang on. Put the lever right there so you can actually see it. So you can also have this thing if you don't mind that big thing being there. Looks pretty cool. But obviously, I like it like this, just open if you want. But you can just have like an elytra thing there just to show it off or to use it. Maybe if you have an extra one. This is a trophy case. I have one in the Realms. Screenshot. There you go. You can just put it up anywhere and just have stuff that you like accomplished. And you can put it in a glass case or like I did, just open. This is a really cool mailbox. Obviously, I don't know why a wandering trader tied his llamas to my mailbox, but they did. So, sorry, that's animal abuse. Sorry guys. They don't eat anything, so please don't spit at me. Wait, I'm in creative. Okay. So it's just a mailbox. You can use a cobblestone wall. Barrel looks nice. This you can use to like flip it up when you have mail, and then you can ding. But if nobody's home, they won't hear it. So just flip that up. And then this composters look really nice as a tree trunk, kind of like jungle wood. And be careful not to place like the leaves, like if you're just thinking and click, it's gonna use it as compost. So you want to shift and then put the leaves on. But other than that, it looks, and when you're clicking on the side, it'll also put it inside to make sure to shift. But that looks really good. That's probably one of my favorites. And then lastly, you can use these item frame tricks. Like you put the item in the item frame first, and then you take like your torch or whatever and you put it on the side of the block. So campfire looks good, as well as a stone cutter because it's moving, so like you can see it moving behind the torch, and it just looks like a cool little frame. And then you can also put heads, like these are buttons behind heads, so if you're like making an adventure map and you're like press the creeper button, then you can press that. And it'll still, I believe, still take a redstone signal. Let me see. My inventory is getting so full. Okay. I think it'll still take redstone. Excuse me. Signal. Yeah, it does. So you can just make it do that. And then, why is that still showing in chat? Okay, not sure. So this kind of looks like a fire dragon if you put a dragon head and then a torch. Obviously, it's much bigger if you just put it on the wall. Like if I were to take a dragon head and just put it down, it's much bigger than it appears in an item frame. Yeah, it's so big. Like it's huge, and I should wear this. Oh yeah. Okay, so fire dragon, it kind of looks weird with the torch, but it looks like it's holding him up. It's like a dragon of fire. Or a unicorn dragon. You can also still use levers. And I think they also still take redstone inputs. Let me see. Yeah, they do. So yeah. Unicorn dragon. Or you can have like, it looks really cool if you put heads there, because like it flashes like the skeleton lever and whatever. I just rhymed. And then like zombie button. And then right here we have pull to subscribe. I just named the head and put it in there. So pull to subscribe. Right here. You subscribe to Dreamcraft Plays. So please subscribe, comment, like if you want to see more of these videos and like building stuff. So yeah, you can put like your own head in here. By the way, the command for that is, I know you can't see my chat, but it's /give. Hang on. /give and then /give and then your name and then Minecraft player's head, and then you put the little squiggly bracket thing. I'm gonna put a screenshot on screen, hopefully, if I remember to, like, of the command. Player name, obviously you put your name in there, but that's how you get it. And then yeah, sorry about that cringy subscribe plug at the end, that was bad. But my favorite from this is either that, or that. This is just kind of weird, so probably the mailbox, but I really like this and this. But anyways, I hope that helped you guys. That was 10 categories for interiors, hacks and ideas that you could use to incorporate into your survival or creative world. So as always guys, remember to like, subscribe, share the video with your friends, turn on the notification bell so you get notified about mini games, building, redstone, anything similar to this or new. And yeah, I hope you guys have an amazing day and start of September. God bless, and I will catch you guys in the next video.